Alright, so we have the orange dwarven player Borishka, also known as Sweet, at the bottom side, against the blue goblin player Farad at the top side. This is the legendary map Forza Horizon 2. We have seen this already 20,000 million times, but it never gets old. You know, it's like wine, you know. Well, it's actually, I know the German word, it's wine. Let me check actually. Wait, I need to Google. I don't want to make any mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the same, right? Wine is wine, right? I need to make sure. I'm just Googling with my phone in the meantime. Yeah, wine. True, actually it's, you know, wine. So wine, the older it is, the more delicious it becomes, right? And that's the same situation also for the beautiful map Forza Horizon. Our viewer, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stream. Your stay, not Steam. I don't know what's going on with my brain today. It's lagging, obviously. 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave, into the 3rd tunnel coming up for the Goblin player. And he is also scouting the area with the cave paths. With a mineshaft coming up kind of defensively around his own side. 2 mineshafts, Hall of Warriors into the mighty Guardians. Guardians are super beefy and also hitting like a truck, but their main weakness is also the reason why the Dwarven faction is not in good terms right now is the lack of mobility. They are extremely slow, so they are heavily relying on the mineshaft connections. So when it comes to walk from one side of the map to the other side of the map with the Guardians, I think any other unit besides the Dwarven units can do that twice or maybe even 3 times before the Guardians can reach one time the opposite side. So you always wanna build mineshafts close to the enemy side, which is not easy to accomplish, especially against very experienced players. They know how to scout, they know, I mean, it's obviously knowledge, and the knowledge you will gather if you actually play a lot of games, spam games, and then you will get the experience and you kind of have like a feeling about it. Okay, here might be a mineshaft, okay, here might be a mineshaft, and you obviously get the chance to take them down before the Dwarven player can snowball off that. So the goblins are rushing through, but the thing is that the Dwarven mineshafts, and that's very good for this faction, are the tankiest buildings in the game, resource buildings. They have 2,700 HP, so taking them down is not quite easy. That still only counts as 1. Podolski, welcome. Do you speak German? Yes, I'm living in Germany. I mean, I'm Turkish guy. I was born in Turkey, but I'm living in Germany since now 19 years. So yeah, obviously I can speak German. Hello Shanks, good day to you. Hey man, Konimurka, I wish you the same, my brother. Hope you're gonna also have a fantastic evening or day or, you know, night. Depends on your time zone. So the goblins, they are trying to defend, and one of them was able to sneak through, but they are not doing anything about this situation. Rallying Call is awaitable. No, he didn't pick it yet, but I believe he's gonna pick it, right? There is a mineshaft. The goblin player has to take care of this mineshaft ASAP. Otherwise, Sweet is going to bring more and more reinforcements on the field, and that's not fun to play against. Trust me on that one. Okay, he was able to save this one with the Goblin Archers. Goblin Archers are not horrible in this kind of situation. Sweet is not paying attention. He's actually taking damage for no reason, for free. 1 tunnel has been destroyed. But once again, Farad has to take care of this. Like, yes, goblins doing nothing. They're kind of AFK. Enjoying the free time after a hard work, I guess, in the Goblin Town. Down to Goblin Town. Uniboss 60, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Welcome. Okay, they are able to commit against this tunnel, and unlike the Dwarven mineshafts, the Goblin tunnels are the weakest, you know? It's like a clash between the weakest resource buildings against the strongest resource buildings. 1000 HP for only, you know, level 1 tunnel, while the mineshaft level 1 has 2,700 HP. That actually means a lot. And once again, it's a very snowballing matchup, right? So whoever gets a lead and manages to build multiple tunnels next to his opening site or mineshafts can actually snowball his lead extremely fast into victory. And look at that, Sweet didn't pick any power point from the spellbook just yet. So he has obviously the option to pick either the Rallying Call, the Rebuild, or the Heal. But in 99% of the cases, it's actually better if you choose the Rallying Call. Mr. Krabby, for 12 months, my dude. 12 months, 1 full year subbing to the channel. Really means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. And once again, I don't know what is going on with the alerts on the stream. I see your notification in the chat, but I cannot see them for whatever reason on the stream. Sorry for that. I think it's gonna pop off in like a couple of minutes from YouTube, but I gotta watch these matches live because it hits like a truckload. Hey man, true, welcome. It's always nice when I see people from YouTube also tuning in into the live stream from time to time. This way I also can get to know you guys a little bit better, you know? Always nice. There comes finally the notification. Thank you so much, dude, Mr. Krabby.
Mr. Krabby just resubscribed for 12 months. Ahoy.
Hello, sorry for bad English. I mean, trust me, you haven't said anything wrong about hello. Your English is perfect, as far as I can tell for now. Wizard? What are you gonna do, Wizard? And Killstealer with the primers for 5 months too. Killstealer, my dude, thank you so much for 5 months. We've got a wagon ready here. 5 months already.
Killstealer 3 just resubscribed for 5 months. Ahoy.
And you know what the saying is? You know what I'm saying? You know, Swedish scientists have proven that subscribing to the Beyond Standards channel is going to make your schlong extremely long. And obviously you won't see the results in like 1 or 2 months, but each month passes through like 0.5 centimeters is actually gonna be effective in like 2 to 3 years, and your girlfriend is gonna be impressed with you hitting like a truck. Trust me on that one. So Tainted Line will be used actually defensively, which will grant those goblins the armor buff, but I believe they have still no chance against the Mighty Guardians. They have now double battle wagon. The quality goes over quantity situation is actually crazy. There is nothing that can deal with this battle wagons. No spiderlings, no trolls, no half-troll pikemen, nothing like that. It's too late. Yes, he has Gorkil the Goblin King, who is actually very surprised about what is going on. Look, his face, boys. Looks like an Instagram photo, you know. You don't know what happened to me, you know. He's like surprised. Beautiful trample. I mean, the Goblin town is falling apart, and the Dwarven victory is near. Now I want to watch BFME. Will we see Umbar? Dude. Enuma versus Sauron when? I mean, first of all, Sauron has to beat Andy Brandy in the semi-final, so... And Andy cannot play today, so unfortunately I believe it's gonna be either tomorrow or this weekend. I'm always ready, as you guys know, in the evening time, every day, when somebody is able to play. In most cases I can be around and stream, no problemo. Why did you actually time him out, Valindru? What's going on? What? Gorkil the Goblin King is the last man standing in BF now. King Dean, boys. So the king of dwarves against the king of goblins. Gorkil the Goblin King. And once he's on his scorpion, he will become the Gorkil the Scorpion King. We'll see more half-row pikemen. Oh, my bad. I was actually hitting the microphone extremely hard. More abuse, very true. That's my second account wanted to troll. Do you guys hear that? Did you guys read the chat? Our moderator making a second channel, following the channel, just to tell me I want to watch BFME. Sorry for bad English. And asking for Umbar. Guys, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do now? Tell me. That's the person who should be an example with his behavior, and that's what he's doing to me, guys. Hey Rutevil, nice to see you in the chat. Welcome. So we have King Dean, level 2. Level 4 unlocks his Mighty Rage. Battle wagon with the well on it. The other one has no upgrades just yet. The other one, the number 1, it's hard. Yeah, he has no upgrades on it. Maybe the banner could be nice because of additional damage and combat experience, but I believe it's not even needed. So all these battle wagons need to do is trample down the goblins coming out of the goblin caves, and that's it. 10 power points collected after the Dwarven Riches. 875 command points available against 400 only. Farad is really behind. And it's gonna be quite hard for the goblin player to turn this game around. But one battle wagon was running it down. Level 5 battle wagon, and you know what I like about BFME too? That every unit, even battle wagons, can even catapults and trebuchet can level up from level 1 all the way up to level 10. And Farad is gonna call it GG, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Farad is not the most experienced player in BFME 2 yet, but it's fine because in our tournaments everybody is welcome to participate, of course. Anyway, so we have the orange Isengard player Vodishka against the blue Mordor player Farad at the bottom side. This is the beautiful map Mirkwood 2. The homeland of Legolas, the prince of the Mirkwood Elves. I don't think you don't have to be vaccinated, but most of the country is already. Oh, I got you. I mean, there are some special cases in which people are refusing to be vaccinated, and they have like quite a lot of restrictions now inside the country of Germany, so they cannot do anything. I mean, they cannot do by far the same stuff what the people with vaccinated who are vaccinated can do. So 2, 3, 4 furnaces for Isengard players. Sweet. It's an economical opening. We see the great Eye of Sauron scouting the Isengard, seeing what Saruman is up to. I mean, Saruman and Sauron, the relationship, the allegiance between these two was kind of tricky. I believe if Saruman would be getting his fingers on the ring, he would not actually be willing to obey Sauron. That's my personal opinion. I believe Saruman had like different plans. He wanted to be the Lord of the Rings himself. That's what I feel like. I mean, we will never know because he never got the chance to get the ring. But I would love to see that, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see a battle between Isengard and Uruks against Mordor and Orcs. We have seen not a lot from Saruman, unfortunately. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 slaughterhouses, Orc pits into the Orc warriors. A Rise of the Witch King tournament nearby, Shanks? I don't know, man. I'm a spontaneous person, you know? I have not like long-term plans, to be honest with you. I'm very spontaneous. It might be tomorrow, it might be in 5 months, who knows? Free bird through that. You know, I'm very you know, pretty much you cannot be spontaneous every single time when it comes to work and do stuff what is forced to be done. But when it comes to, you know, kind of create your own free time, then I'm very spontaneous. I'm a very emotional person, so when I have an emotion, when I get hyped about it, I might do it right off the bat, you know? But depends on the mood, kind of a little bit. It's hard to explain. But, you know, obviously, that's the long-term plan. I want to actually host tournaments for all BFME games. It's been a while since the last tournament for Rise of the Witch King, I know that. It's been, I think, almost like a year. Maybe like 8 months at bare minimum. So it's about time once again. So Oryx, they have no chance against Uruks. Obviously, Urukai are much, much stronger. And that's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because what Isengard army was looking like in the films, in the Helm's Deep, so the amount of Urukai Saruman was actually sending to the Helm's Deep was really, really respectable, right? He had like a huge army there. Was almost as huge as the Mordor army was. So I'm actually wondering what would have happened if the Orc army from Minas Tirith would actually clash with the Uruk army from Helm's Deep against each other. Instead of fighting with each other for the same purpose, imagine them fighting against each other. Because I believe in an open field, Uruks, they would out-sustain and outclass the Orcs by big time, you know? Okay, crossbowmen are defending. The furnace is extremely squishy though. He might be able to take it down. The Uruks are level 2 now. Double Orc pits. We might need a third one. 450 command points available for Sweet. And 450 command points available for Mordor player Farad. Rav 1, 2, 3. Thanks for the second month with the primers, man.
Rar_V123 just resubscribed for 2 months. Ahoy. Keep hitting like a truck.
Keep hitting like a truck. Will do, my friend. Will do. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. 2 months already. There we go. With Haradrim or without? I mean, without, it would be quite easy. I believe even with Haradrims, it would be quite fun. Imagine the explosive mine they use to actually break the deeping wall into pieces. Imagine if they would be able to sneak this inside the Mordor army, and imagine the explosion around that. Every Mumai kill would be getting one-shotted, trust me. They would have stand no chance against the Uruks and crossbowmen and ballistas, shooting them down. So I believe Isengard army was pretty strong, and the reason why actually they got defeated and crashed was the same reason why the Orc army got crashed in the first place. Because of the campers, you know, the good side were always camping, you know, they were always having the defensive position in which they were camping inside their castle. They have like obviously a giant wall protecting them, So the outnumbered advantage doesn't matter anything, because they need to first of all make it to the castle, right? They need to first of all get on top of the wall to be able to deal any kind of damage. That's why, you know, in an open... What? Hold on a second. There is a random ram. I didn't even see that. Alright. You know, that's like a preview about what would happen between Isengard and Mordor. Saruman would be actually a smart dude, sending a random ram to the Mount Doom and destroying Barad-dûr. Imagine that, you know what I'm saying? A random ram, just like 2 rams sneaking in and actually attacking the Barad-dûr. The Great Eye of Sauron falls, and GG. Just like that. Okay, so the fortress is gone for Farad. Very interesting playstyle, I need to say. I mean, obviously there is a skill gap between Sweet, who is a very experienced player in BFME 2 scene, and Farad, who is pretty new to the scene. He's normally a Battle for Middle-earth 1 player himself. But it's still great to see, you know, him trying to adapt and improve in Battle for Middle-earth 2. That's all that matters. There was a big force of Dunlands, man, at Helm's Deep. Shame they didn't show it in the films. Yeah, they didn't show in the films a lot of stuff. That's what I heard. So, Warg Riders. And also, we have not seen any Warg Riders in the films, actually, right? I mean, in the films, yeah, we have seen them when they were trying to actually flee to the Helm's Deep. There was like a small battle, but we have not seen any of these in the Helm's Deep. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, Tom Bombadil was forgotten or not added. I don't think they have forgotten him. They actually just didn't add him. And also Glorfindel was missing out, you know? Wasn't existing in the films either. Like, I think Glorfindel could be also a nice, you know, hero to be shown. But they wanted to kind of point out a little bit the relationship between Arvin and Aragon, I believe. They were trying to build on it, you know? It was like a Twilight situation in which Aragon couldn't choose and decide between Arvin because of her dad, you know, Agent Smith, and Eowyn, who couldn't cook. So obviously when you have to make a choice between somebody's daughter who doesn't want you to be with the daughter and then another girl who doesn't know how to cook, the decision making is quite easy, because a man needs food, he needs to eat, and trust me, Eowyn cannot cook, so not good. So we have pikemen against Uruks. They have no chance against Urukai, but Mordor is actually kind of getting back into the game without the fortress, you know. That's pretty ironic to me. Doesn't have a fortress, but who needs a fortress in 2022, you know? Nobody. Any other matches after this one, Shanks? I don't know, Gulliver. I have no clue. I wanted to actually stream today Andy Brandy against Sauron in the semifinals, but I believe Andy Brandy cannot play. Maybe we might jump right after this one into the series between... what was the player's name again? Hirumba and Ekarn. They are still also in the losers bracket. I mean, the winner bracket is pretty much set up, so we are only missing the game between Andy Brandy against Sauron in the semifinals, because the winner of that one is gonna face against Inumara in the finals of the winner bracket. And we have still Ave, Have, Exilion. They are waiting for their opponents to be ready in the losers bracket. And because we advanced so incredibly fast in the winner bracket, now we need to kind of catch up with the losers bracket as well, because there cannot be a grand finals without the losers bracket being finished, obviously, right? So for that reason, those games are also important to actually advance. I believe the winner of this one is going to fight against Ave Have, if I'm not mistaken. Arvin is old, yeah, but she's beautiful, man. And don't see it this way. I mean, she's beautiful and she's old at the same time. So that's a win-win situation, because the experience she's gonna bring with her, holy moly, guys, you will be, you know, getting hit like a truck. You don't get the chance to hit her, but she's gonna hit you. The amount of knowledge, imagine that for a single second. A woman who is potentially 1,000 years old. She has seen stuff, boys. She has seen stuff. She has actually great amount of experience. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Aragon is gonna have a juicy time. You have Warg Riders. 550 command points available for Isengard and 700 for Mordor. I mean, it's pretty interesting that Isengard is actually kind of I mean, not really losing, but kind of falling behind against somebody who has no fortress now since the last 4 to 5 minutes. Arvin is a good experience of living in her dad's house. Dude, Elrond was actually participating in the great battle, you know, the last union between elves and men. But Arvin wasn't, so I'm actually wondering what was she doing during the during the time when the dad wasn't home, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there are actually quite like women's have easy, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like women's have it easy to, not in all terms, but in this kind of situations they have a much easier time than dudes, you know? Because if you're a woman, you put some makeup on and that's it, you know? You can actually make yourself quite beautiful. But if you are ugly as a dude, you are screwed. You have no chance. You will be doomed for your life. A woman can always find a solution. It's okay, and it's like pretty much tradition that women can actually make stuff to make them look better, you know? But as a man, you are doomed. That's like very unfortunate and unfair if you ask me. We have a small fight here. Fake news dudes can also, but not the same amount of makeup that women do, you know what I'm saying? Like the woman, I mean, there was a situation, guys, in I don't know, many years ago in the news. I was actually quite having like a laugh flash about that, you know? I think it was in China or in you know, a different country. So a couple gets married and they have a baby, and the baby doesn't look like them, you know? The baby is pretty ugly. And the, you know, the dad is looking all right, the mom is looking beautiful, and they are wondering how is this possible, you know? How is the baby, I mean, obviously a baby is gonna look like the parents or like the grandparents, you know? But the baby was looking completely different. So obviously the guy was thinking that he got cheated on, but that was not the case. So it was like their biological child. So they went to the doctors, and it turned out that the woman, who is now beautiful and pretty, was like a Gollum 10 years ago. But she had so many operations that all of a sudden, from Gollum, the transformation into something like Arvin, you know, all of a sudden. And the guy was so pissed because obviously he didn't know about that, you know what I'm saying? So we have now Saruman, ladies and gentlemen, up on the field. As an ugly man, you are forced to serve Dunland or live like a cave troll. True. GG's gonna be cold. Beautiful fireball is incoming. Level 3 Saruman is gonna lead the army of Isengard to victory against the Mordor forces. I realized that Farad is losing his fortress and winning. Never mind. Never mind indeed. So we have a Mordor player, the orange Mordor player Vorishka from Ukraine against the blue Man of the West player Farhad. Man of the West faction looks pretty nice. The, you know, the basement floors. I mean, they actually put a lot of work into the basement floors of the good factions like elves, men, and also dwarves. And the evil factions have always like this tainted land around them, you know? They have like the copy-paste situation. Every one of them has like a tainted land, you know? We have 2 slaughterhouses into double orc pits coming up, and the placement of the orc pit is also very important because they are actually working like a body blocking structure to keep the slaughterhouses protected as long as possible. For that reason, for example, it's hard now to attack the slaughterhouse from the left side. So you can build even another one here, and then you will be, you know, the enemy units are going to be only able to attack it from the front or from the right side, which is going to force them to get into the fortress range, and they will take damage over time. So we have Soldiers of Gondor. Are you a big fan of One Piece? Yes, my dude. Yes, sir. I like One Piece. I mean, I used to like it even more in the past, but now they are actually kind of delaying it a little bit too much, you know? Like, it slowed down extremely fast, you know? They are obviously, I mean, I watched One Piece when I was 12 years old, and now I'm 31, and they are still not even done 50% with the series. What is that? You should stream the Lord of the Rings Gollum game when it comes out. It will be nice. I mean, I will definitely take a look into that. I don't know if I can stream it or if I will stream it. I don't know how the game feels like, but I want to definitely take a look into that. I'm always interested in anything Lord of the Rings related, really. But I was also kind of taking a look into this Rise to War mobile game they came up with a couple of months ago, and I didn't enjoy it. I personally, I'm not like more into this mobile gaming scene, you know? I don't like them, to be honest with you, because most of them are feeling like the same. in which pay to win is the case. You know, you pay money. I rather would pay $100 for a game one single time when it comes to purchase the game, instead of having to pay over and over again to be able to advance, you know. And in mobile game, it's about who has the more bank balance, because the guy with better balance on the bank has obviously a huge advantage. Orc archers for the defense. He's the red hat captain. It's true. I mean, you know, I am online now since like 2002. I'm playing online games, and there was like the name. I mean, obviously you had like to choose a name. You know, nobody was using their own real original name. And I was thinking about One Piece, and I was like, okay, this guy is actually a pretty cool dude. You know, I like him. I was like, let's, you know, take it this way. Unfortunately, I mean, there are obviously thousands of people who are using the same nickname, so it's not like authentic or original. And for that reason, I couldn't name myself on Twitch Shanks. This name is already taken. So for that reason, we have now Beyond Standards channel. I would love to have like a small username, Twitch TV/Shanks, but it's already taken. It is how it is. You watch Demon Slayer? Nope, I haven't. And what about Shadow of War Mordor? Will you cover that game sometime? I bought the game, Konimurka. I bought the game like 2 days ago, but I haven't touched it yet. I didn't have the time to actually take a look into that. But I want to definitely, I mean, I bought it, so I will definitely take a look into that. I mean, it's kind of already, I believe it's like a game what everybody has already seen, right? And I think everybody has played this already, so I would first of all take a look into that without streaming, just to, you know, have a feeling about how it feels like, and then I might also be able to stream it. Okay, but you know, that's a bad situation for Farad, because as man of the West in this matchup, you don't want to be the one who's defending, you know, you want to be the one who is putting pressure. Identity theft is a serious issue. Millions of families suffer from it every year. Yeah, and also there are freaks out there, you know, there are like normal dudes like you and me, but there are like freaks, you know, like, I don't know, strange people, weird people out there. And I have seen many examples of that, you know, myself in the past, and for that reason I never wanted to actually leak out my own name, because, you know, normal people wouldn't do anything with that, but some people, like, there are very, very strange people in the world, man. I don't know why, but they are very strange. And you guys know, like, there is no how can I say, the people would either love something or hate something, and they don't need a reason to hate you. They will just hate you because they choose to. You know what I'm saying? And when they hate you and they know everything about you, they will try actively to hurt you. Very strange people. Orc units moving on. Oh, the Nazgul. Be careful with the tower guards. Micro with the tower guards. Micro. Oh, he's not microing. Level 4 Nazgul already. Oof. Okay. We have also a second Nazgul now. Nazgul! The pressure is real, but he's expanding nicely at the bottom left, and I like that. That's really smart from Farad. He's now up 610 command points against only 450. I mean, he has no heroes. Maybe Faramir could be a nice choice. You know, or more tower guards, or Boromir, or Eoma. Like, go any hero, really. I believe, you know, heroes are a great investment early on. Like, the earlier you recruit a hero, the more levels he will be able to get throughout the entire game, and then the more levels, the more powerful he's going to be. More abilities, more strength, more defense, more health. So overall, it's better the earlier you go for a hero. We have 4 orc pits in total. Now the 5th orc pit is coming up. So build me an army, warfare of Mordor, as Gothmog would like to say, is like, you know, the age of man is over. The age of the orc has come. So we will have orcs only, but the thing is, they will get outskilled. However, Farad needs to finally make a transition into the stable. Like Gondor Knights or Rohirrim could be actually a great choice in this kind of situations. For harassment at least, because the economy from Mordor is untouched. Level 2 slaughterhouse here, which grants him 100 command points. This one is almost level 2. This one is almost level 2 as well. So he will have multiple level 2 slaughterhouses very, very soon, which will, you know, boost his command points, also his money, up to the sky. And the good thing about the orcs is that
Against
they
the
only
power
cost
of
30 command
Mordor.
points.
There can be no victory.
Christopher Lee is always right. Against the power of Gondor or Mordor, sorry, there can be no victory. Yeah, some heroes are extremely hard. You know, because later on the enemy has also obviously stronger heroes or units. And when your hero comes with level 1 against like multiple heroes from your opponent being level 4, level 5, level 6, it's hard for him to get the EXP he needs to actually get to this power spike. I mean, how many times do we see Aragon getting level 10, or how many times do we see Gandalf is getting level 10, or any hero really? Like even King Dean or pretty much any hero. I mean, the only hero we have seen getting level 10 multiple times is actually Gloin with the Shatterhammer.
For Gondor!
And the reason is...
For Gondor! For Gondor!
For Gondor! Faramir, his brother though, Sarumaisa. So the original, you know, the captain of Gondor, the real captain of Gondor, as the Denethor would like to call him, is not a
Fool! No man can kill me.
No man can kill me. Dragon Ball or One Piece? Ooh, it's hard to answer this question, you know? I think I personally wouldn't say this one is better or worse. It's about preference. I love to watch, you know, Dragon Ball as well. Many years actually. But I personally would say, I mean, for me personally, One Piece is one step ahead, you know? Or was ahead. Now they slowed down a lot. I believe the guy Oda or whatever his name is, he's just trying to milk it out, you know, the potential money. He's just dragging it out all the time. Like a story never finishes. Like you have like 500,000 backup stories before a fight begins, and now they are in Wano, the country, for like a couple of years in real time, and they still haven't gotten into a serious fight, you know, in like the past 4 or 5 years, which is extremely slow. I mean, the guy might die. I don't want him to die, obviously. Hopefully he never dies, but he might die, and then the story never finishes. I get it, you know, you have something successful, you don't want to give it up, you don't want to finish it too soon, because then you might need to, you know, brainstorm again to find another idea, which can obviously backfire and not pop off like One Piece did. But eventually you are bored, you are getting the people bored, you know what I'm saying? And that's horrible. Do something new and finish the story already. I want to see the fight. I want to see Shanks approaching. I want to see Luffy crushing the admirals. No, I want to see that. The Nazgul. Dragon Ball Super? No, I haven't. I haven't watched, but oh, the Nazgul, one of them is gonna die. That's good. Faramir is showing us quality, boys. Level 4 is unlocked. The second Nazgul might also be in trouble if he actually, okay, nice micro. He's running in the only possible way, but there is an army of orcs. What can men do against such a reckless seat? Do they have the horde bonus? They should. So when gathered in numbers of 70 or more, they will be dealing 33% more damage actually, and they will get 20% movement speed. One ranger all alone. What can the ranger do? Actually, he's slaughtering the orcs. Use the long shot. The long shot now here on the spot. Oh my goodness! Imagine long shot here. Oh, he's doing it, boys. Oh. Are they gonna die? Oh my goodness, one ranger to rule them all. All it takes, boys, all it takes is one single ranger and you are golden. And you are golden. Nice shot. The Nazgul level 4 is coming to re-engage, and Man of the West, and that's the thing, you know, you will get outspammed big time. And that's why I was thinking about cavalry, like Gondor Knights, Rohirrim, anything on horse, which can trample down these orcs all the time. Because it's hard for you to deal with that. Yes, you are outclassing them, but they are outspamming you. The Nazgul is running it down into the tower guards. It will be taken down. And we have 1000 command points available for Mordor. He's even committing on the fortress with the Eye of Sauron and Tainted Land. And he has also arrow volley when they commit to crush the enemy lines. Remember, the Man of the West faction in BFME 2 has no rebuild. Faramir from downtown is shooting from a safe distance. He needs to be level 6 or level 7 rather to actually get his leadership unlocked. Multiple long shots are incoming, but it looks like the Mordor is not gonna commit anymore. He won't be able to take it down anyway. But great amount of damage dealt. He has now nearly 4k resources collected. We might actually be able to see the Witch King on his Fell Beast. Because of command points, he has like multiple level 2, almost level 3 slaughterhouses. You know, on this map you can even build like multiple lumber mills, you know, to get even greater amount of money when you are playing like those evil factions. goblins and so on. Yeah, he has the money now for the Witch King if he wants to. I want to show you guys the Witch King arrival animation. I think we have not seen this on the stream yet. So Witch King, I mean the most expensive heroes like Witch King, Gandalf from the Man of the West, and then you have also the Dragon Lord or Saruman. When they come and they join the battlefield, they have like a crazy animation from the fortress, and I think there is nothing else to show at this point. We have like orcs against archers, they will die anyway. I don't want to miss the animation from the Witch King. It looks really dope, it looks really nice, and you know, BFME 2 guys, they did a phenomenal job implementing this kind of animations to the game, which are the best animations by far. And BFME 2, even though it's older than Rise of the Witch King, looks much more newer in compared to Rise of the Witch King because of these animations. Watch this. I think the bad thing about One Piece, nobody bad dies, only good guys. I mean, they don't die. Like, that nobody really dies there. Like, obviously, a couple of times Ace died, obviously, right? And a couple of other guys dies, but super rarely. Even if the good guys defeat the bad guys, they don't kill them. They let them live, you know? It's a series for the kids at the end of the day. Oh, commitment. Oh, Witch King? Oh, it's a Nazgul. What the heck? I don't want to miss the animation though. I don't want to miss this either. So, come on, Witch King, come already. I know you are coming. I think the fortress is gonna be protected for now. There are too many Men of the West units, and they should be able to deal with the orcs, no problemo. And the Witch King, you know, the recruit time is actually pretty long. But you will see now the animation around the fortress, and that looks dope. Watch this. I like it, just like in the films. So the Witch King is on the field. He also has obviously the chance to get dismounted from the Felbeast. He has level 2, the Dread Visage, which is pretty much similar to the Dread Visage from the Nazguls on the horse. You have the level 4 Screech. When dismounted, it can pierce through the level 5 Fear Resistant. So basically, even if they are level 5, which normally would grant them Fear Resistant, they will still get feared when the Witch King uses Screech. And then level 10, the Hour of the Witch King, targets heroes in AoE have their special ability timers reset to 80% used. Enemy hordes around Witch King suffer minus 25% damage. So it's pretty impactful. I mean, he's obviously a very strong and reliable and tanky hero at the same time. But he's also like a badass. He's looking like a badass. Look, he has double sword, like sword and mace. And also hitting like a truck. Watch this damage when he's hitting. You see, he's chunking it. Arrow volley is coming in clutch. Only the Witch King is able to hit for now, but the commitment, nice surrounding from Sweet. Can Witch King lead the armies of Mordor to victory? Let's take a look into that. If Witch King gets the kill, now Orcs got the kill level 5. If Witch King would get the kill, he would have gotten so many levels on that one. The fortress is down. It means the Man of the West player has no more chance to use any of the power points from the spellbook. There's still a bunch of units on the field, but who else? Who now has the strength to face against the Witch King? And the Felbeast at the same time. So we have now Felbeast and the Witch King side by side. This Felbeast, however, unlike the Felbeast in Rise of the Witch King, isn't able to get dismounted. He's actually a Felbeast, not a Nazgul. Nazguls are the creatures in the ring raids on the horses, or when they are getting dismounted on foot. So 15 power points collected, but you cannot use it. Not Gandalf. Witch King is getting a lot of levels. Maybe Elwyn could be a great choice to counter that, but she's not on the field yet. Marketplace is good and nice, but the problem is you have not enough money or resources or, you know, generation of the money to be able to rebuild the fortress anytime soon. He's finally going for a count. That's, I believe, the first time we see the Man of the West player reaching the opposite side of the map in the past 10 minutes. 16 power points collected. The farms are going down one by one, and the things but which are keeping the Man of the West player alive are these production buildings, archery range and barracks. And once those two fall, regardless how many command points he has, regardless how many units he has, how many heroes does he have, how many power points does he have, the game will be over. The farms are going down one by one. 17 power points which cannot be used. On the other side, we see 16 power points after the arrow volley. He might get the chance to use the barrage eventually, right? Or the worm. I mean, anything that can take down the structures will grant him the victory, and the series is going to be over. Farad is going to be eliminated, and Sweet will get the chance to find his redemption in the upcoming series and eventually work his way up to the grand finals. But again, there are still opponents in the losers bracket like Ave Have and Ectelion who are quite beefy and strong, so it will be hard for Sweet to get through them. 17 power points collected. And Man of the West is gathering all his units around this side, which is the only thing that keeps him alive. He was also killing a lot of these farms. Look at the money from the Man of the West player. He's going for the blacksmith now, which gives him the chance to get the heavy armor instantly. You can purchase it right off the bat, you know, you don't need to get it to level 2. You need to get it to level 2 for the forge plates and level 3 for the iron ore. But if you give those tower guards in the front side the heavy armor, they can become extremely beefy. The Witch King is diving in, debuffing the enemy units. The Nazgul is flying in. Arrow Volley is coming in clutch. Faramir is scared. What can Faramir do? Warning arrow against the Nazgul. Boom! Deals great amounts of damage, but it's not enough. Look at the sphere effect. They cannot move. You shall not pass. I believe the Faramir is going to be able to take care of this Felbeast if you shoot. But the Rangers, though, they are actually damaging him big time, and the Felbeast has been taken down. 20 power points collected, but cannot be used. You know, that's very unfortunate. The Nazgul is getting into the backline, killing the only DPS units, which are, you know, they're hitting like a truck. They cannot deal any more damage. Faramir, the last man standing of the Gondor army, is still trying to make his daddy proud, but it's not gonna be possible, not in this game. Faramir, oh, the Witch King is chunking him. Watch this. Boom! What is this damage? 4 shots, and he's level 5 against the level 7 Faramir. Witch King is a hero slayer. Boom! And Faramir, the son of Denethor, the brother of Boromir, has been taken down. Oh my goodness, the screech animation from the Witch King is also looking dope. 23 power points almost collected, but cannot be used. We have in total Darkness and Arrow Volley. Darkness is covering the map into Darkness, will give you 50% more damage, 33% more armor, and 50% more combat experience. That's crazy. That's really crazy, actually. And it can stack with everything, right? It can stack with the armor buff from the Tinderland, with the high tier from Eye of Sauron, and or the war chant from the damage leadership. GG, well played. I wish Farad best of luck for the upcoming tournaments.